Ladies and gentlemen, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of inspiration and realness. Also, this is the YouTube channel vlog show of positivity, personality, and fun. This is Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977, and now the perpetrator of these shenanigans, Big Beefy E himself from his Big Beefy Man Cave in New Bedford, Massachusetts, Mr. Shenanigans himself, and the two-time Chilling 3000 2022 End of the Year Awards winner, Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer, sir. Well, hello there, everyone. Welcome to yet another episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. How you doing, everybody? This is episode number 402. We're going to do the SmackDown NXT Level Up Event Center. And we're going to get going here. And so far, the Bloodline came out to Washington in the arena in Washington, D.C., as Roman Reigns says, "Acknowledge me." Cody Rhodes comes out and interrupts the whole thing and decided to have a one-on-one conversation with Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns starts talking about how he was hanging out with his father and told everything and some revelations. It got to the point where Cody's like, it tells me that you're like the son that he ever wanted. And then Cody Rhodes says it turns into from a want, but a necessity. He said, in order for me to exist, I have to beat you for the championship. And yes, may the best man win. The two shook hands, walk away. Seems like Cody Rhodes were playing a little mind games with Paul Heyman. It seems like Cody Rhodes wasn't surprised at what Roman Reigns said about Cody. He says, your father said nothing about you. I know you miss him. I miss him too, and all that. So this was a huge deal, and so Cody Rhodes was now going to be determined to defeat Roman Reigns, man, and it's going to be crazy. Well, also there'll be another matchup tonight. It will be Solo Sikoa going one-on-one with Sami Zayn. They have that problem, and also upcoming next is Rhea Ripley challenging Liv Morgan one-on-one, and Dominic Mysterio will be in her corner. And it seems like to me that Dominic Mysterio is also there for another reason, to confront his father, Rey Mysterio, once again. So it'll be very interesting to see what happens in the meantime, in between times. So it is something to behold, and we shall see what happens. So I'm kind of looking forward to seeing the whole thing go down. So right now we're going to be right now we're in commercial break. I'm trying to do a live reaction type or do a little event center recap. And then what I'm going to do is, after I get done SmackDown, I am going to shut things down here for now, but I'm going to come back with the NXT Level Up results, because I'll be joining my friend Jordy Scow on the AEW Rampage live reaction. I'm trying to do something different because of the winter storms that came this past winter storm that we had here. We just had over 4.5 inches, almost 5 at least. So there's that. And we're supposed to get 1 to 3 tonight, but according to a lot of other reports, they're saying that we're probably going to get a slushy coating to it, and it'll be washed away by tomorrow morning. So I am just looking forward to it, because tomorrow's my final day before I go on vacation, and going to do this. So, and I'm just really excited. So we shall see what happens. So kind of looking forward to it. See what happens here. So we'll be right back after this segment. Well, the matchup is underway, and I'll tell you, Rhea Ripley's been dominating a bit. So I will. So I'm thinking, will Dominic come out? Dominic is with Rhea, so hopefully he does not get involved in the matchup. So this is a heck of a matchup so far. Looks like an old rivalry, though. ever since Rhea Ripley betrayed Liv Morgan and won the Royal Rumble. Liv Morgan's trying to get herself some, but Rhea Ripley's got control. That's the way it is. And the result in the matchup, Rhea Ripley won by submission over Liv Morgan. But the camera panned to a young girl in the crowd. She was crying, and she must be a big Liv Morgan fan. Hopefully she gets to meet Liv Morgan. You know, sometimes things like that happen. So. But the momentum is going in Rhea Ripley's favor. Dominic Mysterio did not interfere in the matchup, which is a good thing, too. So, yeah, this Monday Night Raw, a.k.a. my birthday, John Cena is going to be there in Boston. You got Logan Paul and Seth freaking Rollins go face-to-face. This is going to be interesting. So, yeah, Raw in Boston, my home state, my birthday. Pretty cool. So the end result of that matchup, it's Rhea Ripley defeated Liv Morgan by submission. The main event will be Sami Zayn going one-on-one with Solo Sikoa. Will that just I just can't believe they brought back Reginald Val Johnson for this progressive commercial. So this will be so I don't know what's next on the card. Actually, it was a lot of weird things are happening. So they always have the road to WrestleMania. WrestleMania, you talk about 4 weeks away. 4 weeks from today. Or from tomorrow, basically. So we're closing in. All right, I'm going to take another. I'm going to pause for the cause, and we're back to continue episode number 402 of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. I like Santos Escobar. This guy is starting to grow on me. This guy is awesome. Right, Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio walking in the hall in the backstage talking. And Santos Escobar confronted him and said, "You know what? Ray should have punched you in the face, and I understand why he didn't. But I'm going to head out to the ring, and if you're a happy man you say you are, you head to the ring." And he looks at Rhea, and mommy, I'm like, I say Dominic better answer his challenge because Santos Escobar is going to whip Dominic's butt. I'm hoping that Santos Escobar teaches Dominic Mysterio a lesson. I can't wait for this matchup. So I'm hoping Santos Escobar is headed out to the ring right now. And you know what? If I were Santos, though, I would get the lesson of Legado del Fantasma to back him up just in case the Judgment Day happens, and the rest of the Judgment Day happens to be there. And if that's the case, you better look out, son, because I'll tell you one thing right now. This is going to be a brouhaha. You know what I mean? A brouhaha, that's for sure. So, I'm checking out the weather right now. Oh, that's tomorrow. This will rain the snow. Be a 5-hour snowfall total. Let's see. Just give me a second here. About an inch of snow. With the condition mixture of rain and wet snow late. About an inch of snow expected. Let's see. Any chance of snow. Snow mixing with snow becoming windy in the afternoon. Chance of rain 100%. And that's right. Saturday night is going to be a little bit of snow. Well, I'll tell you what. March 6th, my birthday is going to be the best day. 52, mostly sunny. God, I love it. So, yeah. Here I am checking the weather. It's crazy when you have a job working at the mall as an exterior person. But anyway, so will Dominic Mysterio answer the challenge to Santos Escobar? Well, we'll find out when we come back from the commercial break. I'm doing something different here as far as SmackDown Live Event Center. So let's see what happens. And all right, we'll see what happens. Take a commercial break. Man, I'll tell you, Dominic Mysterio is a freaking jerk of a kid. I mean, I'm telling you, I don't know. Rhea Ripley's really got his mind warped against his own family. I mean, listen, I love my dad. I love my father. Yeah, him and I may not have the same interests, or him and I may not see eye to eye on a lot of things, but I still love my father. Dominic here, Santos Escobar, what he did, he grabbed Dominic by the head, and, he showed him the mask that Rey Mysterio gifted to him. That's your legacy. Do you respect your legacy? All of a sudden, he spits at the mask and says, no, that ticked off Santos Escobar. Santos Escobar, one thing I know about Santos Escobar is that he has got passion. He's got heart, and he's got respect for a legacy. He's got a legacy respect for his father. I mean, Dominic Mysterio, if I were Rey Mysterio, I'm going to say, teach the kid a lesson yourself. Step in the ring with him at WrestleMania and beat him within an inch of his life, man. I know probably Angie and Aaliyah don't want it, but you know what? Sometimes what a man's got to do, what a man's got to do. And just, you know what I mean? I'm just, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. So the match is going on right now. I was kind of hoping that would be the case, and when that confrontation in NXT, who knew it would be? It would be something. So, well, I can't. I just the disrespect on Dominic Mysterio. Hope Santos Escobar kicks his rear end in. So. So, I really don't know what's going to happen. We'll find out. Over the conclusion of this matchup, Dominic, you're going to get yours. I'm hoping Santos Escobar beats you. That's all I got to say. Well, Dominic Mysterio, punk kid. And I have to agree with everything Michael Cole has been saying about Dominic Mysterio. So, Dominic Mysterio resorted to brass knucks to try to beat Santos. Referee gets distracted. Rhea Ripley grabs Santos Escobar, hits him with the Riptide, throws him back in the ring. Dominic Mysterio gets the splash, the 1, 2, 3. But then he grabs the mask that was gifted to Santos Escobar and rips it. And Santos was crying. He was upset. Santos knows how much Rey Mysterio means to him, and respects Rey Mysterio, and has a lot of respect for Rey Mysterio. For Dominic to do that, not only is disrespected Santos Escobar, he's disrespected his own father. His own father had enough. Comes out, tells him to give him the mask. He goes, "Hit me, hit me, hit me." He drops the mask. Rey Mysterio goes, picks it up. Dominic hits him. Rey, I'm hoping that this will probably wake you up and say that enough's enough. If I want to teach my son a lesson, I'll do it in the ring. Yeah. Families do fight. Sometimes, but I have respect for my parents. I know they're not wrestling legends, and I'm not a wrestler, but I always will love and respect my parents. Dominic needs to know this. Dominic Mysterio is a punk, and I hope he gets knocked out by Rey Mysterio. I'm hoping that happens. So, right now, Drew McIntyre was heading to the ring, not in wrestling gear. So it looks like a confrontation. Rumor has it he wants a shot at the Intercontinental title. And here's where we stand at right now. Gunther is 266 days in as the Intercontinental Champion, now the longest reigning in the 21st century. But here's the kicker. He's now only 188 days away from reaching Honky Tonk Man's record for the longest reign of the Intercontinental title in history of the company. However, he's 189 days from breaking it. So, if my calculations are correctly, if Gunther continues on at this pace, we may look at this coming October that a record, a new record will be set. And I will explain, and I will say this, man. I think Gunther's going to do it. I believe that Gunther is going to do it. Arby's. Where is there an Arby's in this area? Fish. I miss having an Arby's. We like to see an Arby's in this area, in my personal opinion. It's unbelievable. So, well, we'll see what happens, and see all these commercials. I have the TV on mute. That way, avoiding copyrights and crap like that. So we will see what happens. Excuse me. Let's see what happens. So we'll see what Drew McIntyre wants. So we'll see what happens. Why another reality show? When it comes to WrestleMania, tempers starting to flare up. People are starting to get heated up. Now, as you know, Drew McIntyre called out Gunther to challenge him to a match at WrestleMania for the Intercontinental title. But Sheamus was upset about that. He took exception to that. And he said he knows how much the Intercontinental title mean to him. But he said, you know what, let's tell the truth here. You had a chance at it twice and you lost. And LA Knight comes out. The stones on this guy. You got two very angry Celtic warriors in that ring. The Celtic connection. You're talking about McIntyre and you're talking about Sheamus. LA Knight interrupts. He says, hey, he wants a piece of Gunther for the Intercontinental title. And he says, WrestleMania can't you spell LA Knight. And so before Sheamus and McIntyre decided to turn around and make mincemeat out of Knight, here comes the New Day. The New Day starts roasting LA Knight. But then it got dark. Karrion Kross and Scarlett showed up. And so Karrion Kross was about to circulate, trying to get a mic and address the whole situation. But then here comes LA Knight decided to push Kofi, knocking him out of the ring. Shoves Xavier Woods into Drew McIntyre. Then Sheamus shoves Woods. Then and then Sheamus decided to shoves Woods, and they went at it. Then Sheamus knocks Knight out of the ring. McIntyre's about to Claymore. He said, you know what? Let's go. McIntyre flies over the ropes. Lands on both the New Day and LA Knight. Meanwhile, however, Sheamus was in the ring. He got his shoulder rammed into on the post and got knocked out of the ring, and Kross is left standing. So, how is Adam Pearce going to settle this? I don't know, but we shall find out later on. So, but we'll see what happens next. So, it's going to be a heck of an event, to say the least. So, here we go. Okay, now there was a backstage brawl earlier in the afternoon. As ready to go on SmackDown, Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler were brawling with Tegan Nox and Natalya, and Ronda Rousey got her arm hurt. So it was a one-on-one match of Tegan Nox versus Shayna Baszler, and Shayna Baszler did win by submission and felt that Tegan Nox's arm was broken. But then Caleb Braxton interviewed Gunther, who's very upset that he hasn't found a worthy opponent to challenge him for the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania. I'm kind of hoping somebody will step up to the plate, If, you know what would be really fun? I know Lita came back as a Hall of Famer and became the Women's Champion. I'd like to see The Undertaker come back one more time, because the Intercontinental title was one of the titles that The Undertaker has not held. I say, have The Undertaker challenge Gunther. That would have been a heck of a matchup. if Undertaker can go and try to challenge Gunther and take the Intercontinental title. If not, I'm sure someone else will step up to play. Get a battle royal or something. Get Adam Pearce. Adam Pearce just you know. I'm telling you, it's gonna be something. All right, so the Intercontinental title, Gunther wants to defend it at WrestleMania. The ring got around. Who's Gunther? And you come to find out that Tiffany Stratton is dating Ludwig Kaiser. Believe that? Hey, that's been a rumor on the internet going around. So anyways, and now Bobby Lashley arrives on SmackDown. I wonder why. Bray Wyatt. I want to hear what Mr. Muscle Man, do the Muscle Man dance. Oh, God. So, we're going to find out what the Almighty wants with Bobby Lashley. And with on SmackDown. We'll find out for sure. So, it's still cloudy. He hasn't done anything yet. So, I got to go check outside to see what's up. So, I'm going to take a peek. So, I will be around. Man, oh man, it gets even crazier. Bobby Lashley comes out. I'm thinking he's dressing Bray Wyatt because of his Muscle Man dance. He calls out Bray Wyatt. Uncle Howdy shows up, blindsides him from behind. Bobby Lashley fights back, gets ready to spear him. Lights go out. Uncle Howdy disappears. Mind games by Bray Wyatt. And then Jimmy Uso comes back to the locker room of Roman Reigns. What about Jay? He says basically to leave him the hell alone. And he goes, we're going to take care of the Sami Zayn problem. You go out there and make sure you get rid of Sami Zayn. And Jay Uso has 1 week to come back. If he doesn't, he's not going to blame Sammy. He's going to blame Jimmy. So, Sami Zayn is going to take advantage of this situation. And I know he will, because that match is coming up next. And like I said, I'm going to shut down afterwards. But I'm going to make a comeback. I'm going to come back and do the NXT Level Up. So, and because I'm going to join my friend Jordy Scow to do AEW Rampage. All right, so check you guys for now. All right, so here's the deal. The match is going on right now. Sami Zayn one-on-one with Solo Sikoa. And Roman Reigns, like I said, gave him Jimmy Uso specific orders. Be out there. And if Jimmy Uso does not come back to the Bloodline in 1 week, Jay Uso does not come back to the Bloodline 1 week, Jimmy Uso will be blamed. And it'll only be a matter of time now. And next week, there'll be a fatal 5-way for an Intercontinental Championship qualifying matchup. Kofi Kingston versus Sheamus versus Drew McIntyre versus LA Knight versus Karrion Kross. Winner that match will face Gunther for the Intercontinental Championship. So, and also, Ricochet and Braun Strowman will go one-on-one, will be in a tag match against the Viking Raiders with Valhalla in their corner. So, a lot's going down, let me tell you. So, a lot is happening and a lot is going down. And so, I'll get back to you for the conclusion of this matchup. And then I'm going to shut things down here for now. And I'm going to come back and then do the NXT Level Up. Okay, it seems like Jimmy Uso got involved in the matchup, but Roman Reigns is not very happy. Even though Solo Sikoa won the matchup, Sami Zayn, they tried to jump Sami Zayn, attacked him, but unfortunately, Sami Zayn fought back and retreated. That does not make Roman Reigns very happy. So, for the sake of Jimmy Uso, Jay Uso better show up next week. So, I'll conclude this for now, and then I'll get back to you to give you the NXT Level Up results. Okay, everyone, thank you for tuning in. Sorry about that. I joined my friend Jordy Scow. We're going to conclude this We're going to conclude episode 402 of Eric Lima Shenanigans from 1977 with Level Up. And there were 3 matches happening on the card. A newcomer made his debut. Lyra Valkyria took on Tatum Paxley. Valkyria picks up the victory over the Diamond Mine prospect. Kelly Kay interviewed the newcomer Luca Crucifino, and he was came off a little bit of arrogant, but he faced Dante Chen. Dante Chen did defeat the debuting Luca Crucifino. And Oral Mensah and Eddie Thorpe went one-on-one with Eddie Thorpe picking up the victory over Mensah. So that is it. That's all the time we have on the show. Episode 402 of Eric Lima Shenanigans in 1977. This is going to get interesting. The first SmackDown of March of 2023. This coming Monday on my birthday. Monday Night Raw is in my home state of Massachusetts, Boston to be precise. John Cena will be there. And it looks like Austin Theory will want to confront him. Well, that's it. That's all the time we have on the show. I bid you all good day, good night, wherever you at watching this video, and I hope to see you guys on the next episode of the show. So until that next episode comes rolling around, Mr. Announcer, please take us home. That is all for today's episode of the show. This is Mr. Lima speaking for Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. A Big Beefy E, doer for Bob Saget production. And in association with A Sweet Bowl for Raving Dingleberries Telepictures and Distribution. Thank you for watching another great episode of Eric Lima Shenanigans of 1977. Until the next episode, goodbye for now.